Good morning, West Michigan, and welcome to Monday. I'm actually calling it a magnificent Monday, at least in terms of the weather. What a pretty day, huh?
I know. It's a great way to start a week. You know, sometimes you feel a little about a new week starting, having to get up early, but this makes it easy.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little chill in the air this morning, too, but knowing that it was going to be in the 70s today really made up for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, and it was interesting. We left the windows open all weekend long. Yesterday morning, I woke up, I looked at the thermostat because the temperature in our house had dropped to 61 degrees.
Ooh,
it was just so cool.
I don't think mine dips below 70.
Really? Okay.
I don't know. I can't handle that. I don't know.
I don't know. It just felt refreshing.
Lover.
So kind of one of those nights, if you slept with the windows open, you have to kind of grab for the extra blanket or comforter and, you know, cuddle up, because we know that we've had already a lot of hot weather so far, and we know that it's not too far away again.
Well, we're reaping the benefits of nice weather right now. You know, we have been talking because we've been so excited about farmers markets and getting out and the wonderful food that you can enjoy, because now we have this bountiful harvest of food, produce, and, you know, fruit now, too. I've been scouring the farmers markets and waiting for them to kind of have some of my favorite things show up, and I really have seen a lack of produce so far. It's been vegetables and flowers, and not even all the vegetables and stuff. And so I stopped by the Grand Haven Farmers Market on Saturday morning after I got back from my workout, and went there, and I said, okay, I'm going to check, because I did a story last week. They said there were supposed to be strawberries at the farmers market this weekend. And dun dun dun, they were there. I was so excited.
Oh my word.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
And it was worth the wait.
Yeah,
oh my goodness. So I picked them up and took them home, and wow, I forgot how delicious fresh strawberries are. And it really does have like a little bit of a different taste. I mean, talking straight from the field, these were so good. I was gonna make something and do maybe like a shortcake or put something together. They didn't get that far. They didn't last that long.
You just probably kept eating them and eating them.
Did.
You can eat fruit like candy. Seriously.
Oh, it was delicious. You know, instead of a dessert, having that, it was wonderful. So I also picked up some like peonies and some asparagus. That they had a sign there that said, "Picked fresh today."
Yeah, wonderful.
These are peonies. Aren't they gorgeous?
They
I can't resist some of these things.
We have peonies in my house, and it's so funny because the last couple of days I've thought they're on the east side of the house, which I don't really get around to that side of the house very often. And I thought, I need to go over there and cut some and bring them in for you, because I know they're your favorite flower.
They're so beautiful.
So
I mean,
pretty.
and they smell so great too. So you take them off, and they're right there in your yard. And you're saying you're not seeing them that much, so why not snip some and actually put them around your house so you can enjoy your hard work in growing those flowers.
My neighbors, the Bartels, are enjoying my peonies because they face right toward their house.
They are one of the most gorgeous flowers. They're just so lush, and they're so big and colorful, and you know, the white ones are really pretty too. I'm seeing those in a lot of places, but really, really great. So, you know, slowly we're making some of my favorites, so I'm asking people, quizzing them, and saying, so when does the corn arrive? And they're like, well, you're gonna have to wait till July for that. That's going to be a few more weeks.
That's a little bit later, but it's interesting because we've seen the asparagus, and now we're starting to see strawberries, so we really know that the summer season is kicking into high gear when we start to see these kind of mid-season crops start to come in.
It's really fun to talk to the local growers as well, and really see, you know, how has it been, how's the weather been affecting your, you know, crops. They said, okay, and talking to them. I was visiting the apple orchard recently, and you know, asking about how things were going for the fall, and they said, okay, it's looking good so far.
So far, so good. Yeah, we did end up to kind of squeeze, not get a late season freeze, which I know can always hurt the fruit farmers. I have good friends who cut hay, and they've already put up their first load of hay for the season, which is really pretty good because the fields had been so wet early on. It's kind of nice that they can
hopefully we're benefiting from all that suffering that we had to do in the spring.
We know, speaking of cutting things, we have one of our great key employees here at 8 West who did manage to harvest some hair.
Some hair, yeah.
Really great.
This is Cody Hart, and she is one of our faithful members of our production team, and she's a floor manager. She's standing right here, and of course you can't see her. She's the one that cues which camera to look like that. She did a big change over the weekend. She got her hair cut for Locks of Love.
11 inches, which is amazing. It's a great organization. You know, they take hair and make wigs for people who, for whatever reason, if they have an illness or going through some kind of a treatment, and people who can't have their own hair, and they make these this hair, these donated locks of hair, into beautiful wigs. And so Cody was able to make a great donation.
She was. She actually has such thick hair. She told me that they're getting 2 wigs.
Wonderful.
Out of her locks
That's
there.
amazing. Yeah, I know
That
my
is
girls have
amazing.
done that along the way too. My daughter Jacqueline did it just
Not
a couple
too
of
long
weeks
ago.
And
It's wonderful.
Just, and how nice to have that shorter look for the summer season too. A lot easier and a lot cooler
Well,
too.
you're talking about amazing women, and Cody certainly is, but there's a big day in my family today because it's my mom's birthday.
She is a wonderful lady.
Yes, she is. Her name is Jacque, and we've actually seen a lot of pictures of her on the show. And this is her profile picture for Facebook, and it has my daughter Coco in it too. And so I wanted to do a special shout out to my mom today because it's her birthday. And I think if you watch 8 West, you know how much my mom means to me. She is a wonderful woman, and I always think you have to be very aware of the blessings in your life.
Right.
Because you have to show your appreciation, and my mom is definitely, if not the top of my list, one of the top of the list of blessings that I have. So happy birthday, Mom. I'm not going to say your age on TV today, but she's very young. She acts very young, and I aspire to be like her because she's a wonderful person.
So energetic, and she's one of those great grandmas around us that are so engaged and so active and so helpful in making it possible that you have the career that you have. She supported you when you were young, encouraged you to always dream big and work hard, but of course now really helping you with Coco, who's your precious blessing, and making it easier for you to come to work knowing that your daughter is in great hands.
Very supportive, and we couldn't do anything that we do without her help, and so we just want to say thanks and happy birthday, and I'm glad that you have gotten the chance to get to know her a little bit too with
she's a wonderful
8
lady.
West and the rest of our team too, because she's a big supporter of the show.
Well, that's really great. Well, speaking of fabulous women, we have had the opportunity here at 8 West to get to know Pamela DeVos. She is the designer behind Pamela Rowland, and she's had incredible success over the last several years getting great recognition for some of her styles. To make it in the fashion world is very competitive. Well, she has actually been noticed on many occasions for some of the great styles, and here are 2 examples.
She made a really big list, Too Hot to Handle list. I believe that's by Yahoo. And Port is the star that's on the left. She's a reality show star. And then Marsha Cross, of course, of late Desperate Housewives fame. And so here they are sporting Pamela Rowland fashions, and awesome. We just want to say, Pamela,
Keep up the great work.
You are amazing.
She's a wonderful lady. I had the opportunity to see her last week at the Grand Valley State University 50th anniversary dinner and banquet, and she always looks sensational, and it's just so wonderful to see her styles are getting noticed.
And that so she has this career in international fashion, and stars wear her clothes, but yet she comes out and she supports Grand Valley State University, that fundraiser. She was crucial in bringing the Diana exhibition to the Grand Rapids Art Museum, which people from all over got to enjoy. And so not only someone that's making her mark across the world, but somebody who's not forgetting where she came from.
Exactly.
And that's a wonderful thing.
Staying committed right here to West Michigan, which we love. Speaking of fabulous women,
I have a lot of fabulous women to talk about today. I'll save the guys for another day.
Well, I had a very special opportunity to be a surprise guest at a high school graduation open house. A young woman who had come to Job Shadow here on 8 West and at Storm Team 8 about a year and a half ago, right after we went on the air. Her name's Ellery Shaver. She is a recent graduate from one of the Forest Hill schools. You can see Sparty is in the background there, because guess where she's going to go to college?
Michigan State.
She'll be a Spartan, exactly, Michigan State University. But this was one of these really great stories. Ellery grew up across the street from a young man named Jeff Burgess. Jeff is actually now a student at the University of Michigan. Well, when Ellery came to visit us, they made this great photo collage. It was a surprise for Jeff's open house when he graduated from high school, because Ellery and Jeff grew up across the street from each other, and they pretended like they were members of the News 8 team, and Ellery was always meteorologist Terri DeVore, right?
We've got the blonde hair going for you both.
It was wonderful. So for Ellery's open house, Jeff thought, I got to do one better. So Jeff,
this must be Jeff.
He is. Okay. He invited me to come and make a surprise appearance here. So it was really wonderful. And of course, I had to get a picture with Ellery's family as well. They're wonderful. Jeff's dad actually took all those pictures. He's a super nice guy and a talented photographer. And so we had an awesome time together. And I just have to say congratulations to a young woman. She was a 2-time state tennis singles champion. She's not planning to play a sport in college, but she's planning to study, hopefully communications, and maybe she'll end up sitting in one of our chairs someday in the not too distant future.
Absolutely, that is really cool.
Yeah.
That is really neat to see her and people progress. It's that time of year where we're celebrating our graduates, you know, so many open houses and so many people moving on to the next phase of life.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So I was just honored. We're always honored and flattered when people invite us to be part of the special moments in their lives.
Absolutely.